World leaders convened at the United Nations this week to address the pressing issue of climate change and the urgent need to fulfill the Sustainable Development Goals. In a joint effort to combat climate change, Pakistan's Interim Prime Minister Anwaar-ul-Haq Kakar and Sri Lanka's President Ranil Wickremesinghe delivered powerful speeches, emphasizing the critical role of global cooperation in tackling this crisis. Anwaar-ul-Haq Kakar, Pakistan's interim Prime Minister, urged developed nations to honour their financial commitments to combat climate change. Addressing the United Nations Summit on Sustainable Development Goals, Kakar emphasized the importance of fulfilling the promise of $100 billion annually in climate finance. This financial support is vital for developing nations struggling with the impact of climate change.
Excellencies, at the forthcoming COP28, Pakistan will seek climate justice. Our developed country partners must fulfill their pledge to provide $100 billion annually in climate finance. Ladies and gentlemen, in the preparation for this SDGs summit, Pakistan has consistently urged for a significant surge in SDG financing. We are glad that the political declaration has endorsed several proposals advanced by Pakistan and other developing countries.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe of Sri Lanka used his address to the United Nations General Assembly to call for global unity in addressing climate change. Sri Lanka has been grappling with a devastating drought that has severely affected its agricultural sector, threatening its development goals. Wickremesinghe emphasized the need for countries to put aside their differences and collaborate on climate change. These calls for action by Pakistan and Sri Lanka come amidst growing concern over the slow progress in achieving the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals by 2030.
We see the fragmented geopolitical landscape of a multipolar world where new centers of global power have emerged. Accompanying this systemic change are on one hand great expectations of development and human progress, with millions of people rising out of poverty to prosperity. On the other hand, we see a world where former big power rivalries and geopolitical tensions have reignited in open war, overlapping with new theaters of conflict and tension.
While the goals remain a global priority, many targets are falling behind schedule, prompting a call for global rescue plan by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Despite the challenges and setbacks, leaders at the UN SDGs summit emphasized their commitment to the SDGs and their dedication to finding solutions. The global community recognizes the need for transformative and accelerated action to meet these ambitious goals, with climate change at the forefront of these efforts. As the world grapples with the consequences of climate change, developing countries have demonstrated their unwavering commitment to addressing this global crisis and have urged the international community to stand together in the face of this shared challenge. The road ahead may be daunting, but the resolve to protect the planet and achieve sustainable development remains stronger than ever.